There is an essence that binds and sustains and is all life. This essence, this living presence, is the oneness that you are. The oneness that you are. Shapeless, formless, and eternal are you, with no boundary, with no container. You were never born, so you can never die. This is the oneness that you are. This is the oneness that you are. With nothing to grow into, with nothing to become. For you are all life. You are all life. There is no separation between you and me, the air that we breathe, the sun that shines upon us, or the earth that we walk on. No separation at all. All life is one. Always has been and always will be. And this oneness that is the air and the earth, this oneness that is the seasons for the harvest and the laughter of the children, this is the oneness that you are. This is the oneness that you are. This cannot be taught to you. This is not to be understood. This is to be experienced, appreciated, and realized. Accept this and be free. Accept this and be free. Accept this and be.
There were days of preparation for the celestial beacon. Christopher brought yards and yards of copper in his van, the Golden Beast, and this copper comprised the base material for the pyramids that would contain the crystal skull and the crystals he affectionately calls Mr. Light and Mr. Sound. This is just a quick walk through of part of the honey farm. These ruins comprise what is left of a barn that burned down a number of years ago. This open space was where Mr. Light was placed for the event. The farm itself was quite a beautiful and a perfect place for the celestial beacon. The transmitter pyramid is beginning to shape up quite nicely. And the crew is hard at it, getting ready for the big event. Mr. Sound's pyramid is just about complete. The crystals are placed in the transmitter pyramid. And Mr. Light's pyramid is also complete. Just a few last-minute preparations, places for people to sit. It's a bit of a struggle to find a resting place for Mr. Light. Mr. Light finally settles upon a nice comfortable bale of hay, and Christopher finally gets a much-deserved rest. Let the event begin.
I'd like to do now to have the skull's like a key that goes into the lock. We just phase it in and out a little bit, okay? And as we put the skull in its place, it engages. You know, what we've done is we've set up a set of chambers, like locks. And the skull is a very key ingredient in unlocking this energy that we've begun to set up. It's like a feedback loop within the earth. And it's very specifically designed with the crystals, the chambers, the octahedron, the obsidian sphere grounding it all at this stage, the three-sided transmitter pyramid. All of it's very specific with Mr. Light and Mr. Sound and their respective pyramids. Very specific for this one event. So to perpetuate the ease of adding the key to the lock, what I'd like you to do, I'm going to put back on my chanting tape. That's the blue hue, me doing all the Tibetan chanting stuff, as we've been listening to earlier this evening. So I'm going to put it on. I'd like you to be able to just close your eyes. And those of you who were with me last evening, remember some of the things we spoke about. Letting go your need to understand any of this. Letting go of your need to be in control. Can you hear me now if I just speak to you? Okay. What I'd like to do is to have you close your eyes and go inside as James and I bring out the skull and place it in its chamber. It's like putting a key in a lock that we've set up. The lock is what we built. Now, to close your eyes, go inside and pay attention to some of the things that we had spoken of last night, those of you who were here with me or at the hotel, about letting go of your need to understand any of this, letting go of your need to be in control of anything that's going on around you, any of the energies, any of the dynamics, any of the sensations that may go on around you. Remember, pain or discomfort is always a result of your own resistance. I learned that in martial arts, I learned it in sports, I learned it in yoga, I've learned it in all forms of mysticism in life. You know, pain is an aspect of resistance. So when you can go with this, this is designed to totally reshape your waveform to become part of something which is birth. Now, this is the closing of a very special time in the Mayan calendar. So therefore, it's also the dawning of something beautiful and new within each of us. So as I go turn on the tape, why don't you just close your eyes and go inside and just whatever you do to let go, whatever you do to relax and be free, just be that for a few minutes.